So hello and welcome back to Blake's Den. This is my Bates & car transporter trailer. It's a 27-16 model, 16 foot load bed, 2.75 tons maximum weight. I wasn't actually even going to bother filming this, but it's been upgraded. I use the word upgraded very lightly there, to use LED lights. You think, oh, that's fantastic. But they are like the cheapest LED lights you can find on Amazon or eBay. And they are terrible. You can barely see them in bright weather like we've got today. So I'm actually going to go back to the original lights. Well, I bought some new ones. And those have the normal bulbs in. But I'm going to fit LED bulbs, proper LED bulbs, not cheap ones. These are proper E-mark, suitable for road use, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm going to put them on and we'll see what difference it makes. The existing wiring's already been sort of hacked into to splice in the new, or the old LED lights. I didn't fit them, they came with the trailer. So I just need to remove this heat shrink, undo the connections, take the light off, put the new one on, re-terminate these wires, some spade connectors, and yeah, just mount the light. So it should be a fairly simple job. So yeah, right, I'm going to get into it. That's the old light off. It's actually installed in a half decent way. Crimped connections with heat shrink on. Insulating tape was a bit sketchy, but a nice P-clip as well holding the cables in place. So that's what we're left with. And we've already got all the holes there for the new light. So yeah, I'll just pull the cable through, mount the backing plate and make the connections. So despite it looking like Swiss cheese on the back, I still had to drill two new holes. So I've got one mounting screw there and one down there. Got my cable coming through, and make sure I've got the indicator on the left and the tail on the right. These are the 4 wires that I need. The other 3 are just redundant, so they'll just hang around just gelling inside. And yeah, I'll connect these all up now. I just need to remember which colour does which. Well, I take back what I said about this being done in a half decent way. Each wire had been extended by a small amount, and it was just massively corroded. Like, the wires were just black. So anyway, I've removed those extensions. I've crimped on the terminals with a proper crimping tool and connected them up. White is earth, red is stop, brown is tail, and what's the other one? Yellow is indicator. So yeah, luckily I had a helpful little card. So if you want to pause it there, that's the colours you need. Right, next step, I'm going to put the cover on, connect the car up, and we'll see how bright it is just on the bulbs alone. Right, I've just got the cover on loosely there. So I've got the tail on and the indicator. Compared to the other side, that's what the other side looked like. So yeah, not very bright at all, really. So I definitely think using the incandescent bulbs is brighter. But what does it look like with some LEDs in? Let's find out. And that's the after. Or is it? I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up very well. The right hand bulb for the stop is the LED, which is one of them. The left hand for the indicator, I've actually gone back to the bulb. I don't know, there's something up with these. They're just really terrible. They're hardly bright up at all. Like half as bright as the tail light, but I think that is still a massive improvement over what I had before, which was that. So yeah, I'm gonna go away and do some more research on these bulbs and see if I've ordered the wrong ones or something, and yeah, I'll do the other side. It's now a couple of days later. I ran out of time the other night. I've done the other side. And before I put it all back together, you can see how bright the brake, or the stop and tail is. The indicator. Barely see it. I think I've got a wiring problem, and I think it's at the junction box which lives under the trailer about here. How do I know that? Well, let me show you what happens if I put 12 volt directly to the indicator bulb. So using my 12 volt jumper pack, that is how bright the indicator should be. And obviously we're nowhere near that. So yeah, I'm now going to look at the junction box and see if I've got some corroded connections in there. Well, I hope this comes out clearly, but I'm now under the trailer. That is the wiring junction box. And you can see the corrosion on it, on loads of the terminals. So yeah, I'm tempted just to replace that whole thing, to be honest, with a new junction box, a new sort of chocolate block of connectors, and I'll clean everything up as I go. Yeah, that might be the best idea. Right, time to unscrew some screws and clean up some contacts. So it's back together. I put a new junction box in the junction box underneath, just a chocolate block type thing. Cleaned up all the connections. I also cleaned up the connections in the trailer plug at the car end. They were quite badly corroded, particularly the earth and the green and the yellow, which is indicators. So yeah, so now there we are. That's the running LEDs both sides now, so a lot better than it was. But is it? Because if the wiring was bad and corroded, then surely the original lights would have been better. Now I've cleaned it up. Well, let's find out. So that is the before and after. The before is the top one there, which was the LED one, which came with the trailer. Bottom is the after, which is the sort of luminaire for bulbs, but fitted with LED bulbs. And hopefully the camera is picking that up. That indicator is much brighter. The tail light's much brighter. It's a bigger sort of field of view on them as well. So yeah, I'm really impressed with them. Also the other side, looking really good as well, really bright. But you see it actually almost, see all the white levels on the camera being disturbed by that flashing so much. The only problem I've got now, I've lost my tail light, but I think it's because I haven't wired it up right in my junction box, so that's a job for another day. Well, I hope you found that video useful. It's a very simple upgrade you can do to your trailer lights. Those cheap LED ones, they're just not worth it. You know, invest in the proper bulbs. I'm really happy with those bulbs, so put a link below to both the luminaires, sort of the indicator and the brake and tail box which I bought, and I've also put a link to the bulbs I bought as well. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to press like, please comment on this video, and also subscribe so you'll be notified of all the latest videos. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.